Shanxi Province produced a quarter of China's coal in 2020. It has shut down 60 coal mines amid China's recent widespread coal shortages and power cuts, exasperating an already terrible situation. Why? The answer is flooding. A mainland scholar has visited the coal mines in Shanxi several times to conduct surveys. Radio Free Asia quoted his analysis on October 7th, saying that due to years of overexploitation and lack of maintenance, localized cavities are found below the surface in Shanxi, which can easily cause landslides whenever there are heavy rains. On September 29th, Shanxi Province had just signed coal supply agreements to ensure the supply of coal to 14 provinces and cities in the fourth quarter. The flood will undoubtedly place pressure on Shanxi Province to fulfill the contract. On October 6th, a video sent by locals shows a bridge was washed away by the flood. Several meters of railway ties were hanging in the air. A freight train stopped in an emergency. It looked very dangerous. Local residents said that the flood washed away the railway foundation, leaving only the tracks and railway ties in the air, like a wire bridge. Nearly 10 trains were stopped due to the bridge collapse. Heavy rainfall also resulted in the cave-in of several sections of the highway, disrupting traffic. This would make the transportation of coal even more difficult. On the evening of October 5th, multiple landslides occurred, killing 4 people as announced by local officials, but the actual number is unknown. On the same day, October 5th, many rivers breached their banks in many places, and about 15,000 people from 8 local villages were evacuated overnight. Victims said that officials did not warn about the sudden release of the upstream reservoir, and the flood came so fiercely that elderly people were washed away. They also revealed that collapsed houses had killed several individuals. One villager told overseas Chinese media that on the night of October 5th, the local government had issued a flood discharge document, but did not inform the villagers. The flood was released throughout the night of the 6th. He said, by the morning of the 7th, the county government suddenly gave notice of flood discharge and asked the whole village to evacuate. After the evacuation, the flood came into the village in less than 3 hours. The deepest part of the water reached the chest. The village was all flooded. The water was so big that it couldn't be controlled.
看到这个了吗？这里边竟然是人，看看，无可奈何，只能用这种车来转移了。哇塞，这里边是人，这里边竟然是人。
乡村的村民全在人家无比大队里，这么多人没有地方去，老人小孩都有，这也全是真正的灾民。
Shanxi Province is on the east side of the Yellow River, which is now experiencing flood number 3. The water level in parts of the Yellow River basin has reached its highest level since 1958. It's very rare to see such a flood in October.
真是很危险了，吓了了！哎呀，快跑吧！我操的，啥成分？这次的黄河水是1996年以后最大的一次洪荒。张王庄村那头，离张王庄不到50米啊！你看这水，黄河水啊，真大的黄河水。
On the west side of the Yellow River is Shanxi Province. The area suffered from heavy rains, leading to landslides and the collapse of residential caves, a type of dwelling with local character. The heavy rain also rendered many residential buildings hazardous. Landslides also buried many vehicles, and mud even poured into people's homes. Also part of the Yellow River Basin is Gansu Province. On October 5th, heavy rainfall in Gansu Province caused landslides and mudslides affecting tens of thousands of people. In the Chinese city of Hebei in Henan Province, floods have repeatedly been happening since July 2021. Local people revealed online. During the October holiday season, several movies were trending for days, but few people knew about the heavy rains in Hebei. Crops in the fields have been flooded, and the storm has destroyed many villagers' houses. I don't know what people are cheering and jumping for. All I see in front of me is wreckage and despair. In the south of China, some areas are also continuously ravaged by floods. In China, the Dragon King is regarded as the king who oversees the sea and the rivers. Many places in China have temples of the Dragon King. There is a proverb that says, "When the water washes away the temple of the Dragon King, people do not recognize their own family." As you can see now, the town has become a sea with the temple of the Dragon King almost completely submerged. In addition to the heavy rains and flooding, there were hail and snowstorms in early October.
哎呀，这庄稼完了。
10月3号，一场大雪袭击内蒙的呼伦贝尔。本应该是金秋10月，本应该是金黄色的秋天，现在变得白茫茫的一片。农民的作物高粱、谷子、大豆、玉米、土豆全部埋在了雪里。此时，满山遍野都是白色的、苍凉的，农民一年的收入就这样的被掩埋了。他们欲哭无泪呀，他们不知道下一年的生活应该怎么办，他们不知道他们今年的作物应该怎么收。
Since 2021, there has been a succession of disasters in China. These disasters have been a wake-up call for many, but still, many have never given much thought to what causes so many tragedies. This is Yan'an, Shanxi Province. On October 6th, a landslide blocked the tunnel and trapped traffic. While being trapped, some drivers started to sing red songs that praised the Chinese Communist Party.
我就想让家乡的人看到自己的家乡是什么样。大早上的早起来就拍，只要是天刚亮我就去拍。我用了2天，我拍了有个30多个村。我就是想让就在外的家乡人或者本地人能看到受灾的地方嘛，因为他们都集中到那个安置点。我现在做的这个，我就感觉是有意义的。我也想为家乡就尽一份力量。